Good morning, students. Welcome back to biology classroom once again. I hope all of you watched the last video. Today I will start immunity. Immunity refers to the body's defense against disease. So what is immunity? Immunity actually internal power by which our body defends any kind of disease. The immune system is the body's defense against infectious organisms and other invaders. Through a series of steps called the immune response, the immune system attracts organisms and substances that invade body system and cause disease. So through different series of steps, our immune system attacks organisms and substances and invade the body system which cause disease. Disease causing pathogenic microorganisms enter our body through inspiration, food and water. So which kind of microorganisms are responsible for spreading any kind of disease inside our body? They enter inside our body through inspiration process, food and water. Our body has some natural mechanism to stop the foreign body. For example, hair and mucous membrane of nasal chamber prevent the entry of germs, dust and carbon particles. So basically hair and mucous membrane of nasal chamber, they prevent entry of different types of microorganism, dust, carbon particles, etc. Tears contain antibacterial substances which kills the bacteria. The microorganisms entering in the stomach are called by hydrochloric acid present in the gastric secretion when the infection enters in the blood. The microorganism entering in the stomach are killed by hydrochloric acid. So which kind of microorganism enter inside our body? I mean in the stomach, they are killed by the hydrochloric acid which actually secreted by the stomach. When the infection enters in the blood, white blood corpuscle or white BC fight against this infection. The immune system makes antibodies which react with germs to destroy them and give protection to the body against disease. So when different types of microorganisms inside just enter our body, our immune system make antibodies against them and destroy them. After recovering from the disease, these antibodies stay in the blood for the prevention of recurrence of the disease. मतलब डिस्ट्रॉय होने के बाद भी एंटीबॉडीज हम लोगों का ब्लड में मिल जाता है, रह जाता है फॉर प्रिवेंशन ऑफ recurrence of the disease. There are two types of immunity, namely innate and acquired immunity. Innate means inborn immunity. Inborn immunity, certain antibodies come from the parents against the antigens which cause disease. So innate means inborn immunity. Here is immunity come from parents to the offspring. The pathogens of this disease do not flourish in the body of the animals and thus its body is protected from the disease. For example, human beings have inborn immunity against distemper, a fatal viral disease of dogs, even if exposed to its infection. So normally which kind of innate immunity we inherit from our parents? This kind of immunity is known as innate immunity. They protect ourselves from distemper. It is a fatal viral disease of dog. Acquired means the immunity which a person attains after birth. So which kind of immunity we actually gain after our birth? That is acquired immunity. When it is infected by a disease causing germ, it is also called lifetime immunity. Acquired immunity is achieved when antibodies are produced in the blood in the response to the antigen. These antibodies provide immediate protection against further infection. Next, vaccination. There are various ways in which spread of the disease can be prevented. For some disease, vaccination are available that help the body in fighting against the germs. So vaccination is a process by which we can easily prevent the different types of disease. Most of the vaccines are given in the form of injection or orally to the toddlers between the age of 2 months to 6 years. So basically, vaccination are provided to the age of toddlers between the age of 2 months to 6 years. Some of these vaccines do not provide immunity for the lifelong and are therefore repeated in a few years. So some vaccine do not provide the lifelong immunity. That's why we give them few years after few years. मतलब थोड़ी टाइम बाद वो वैक्सीन हम लोग को दोबारा देना पड़ेगा. These doses are termed as a booster dose. तो दिस टाइप ऑफ वैक्सीन इज नोन एज बूस्टर डोज. इसके नीचे दाग लगाना. बूस्टर डोज मीन मतलब जो वैक्सीन मतलब थोड़ी टाइम बाद हम लोग को दोबारा रिपीट करना पड़ा है, उस वैक्सीनेशन को हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? बूस्टर डोज. लाइक डिप्थेरिया, पार्चुसिस, टिटेनस, tuberculosis, polio, measles, and number of other diseases can be controlled by the vaccination. The vaccine triggers the immune system inside the body. So when we apply any kind of vaccine inside a body, vaccine triggers the immune system. Immune system को और भी strong कर देता है, मतलब उसको alert कर देता है. As a result, antibodies are produced against the specific disease causing microbes. So इस दौरान जो वैक्सीनेशन हम लोग इनसाइड मतलब हम लोग का शरीर में घुसा दिए, उसके दौरान जो एंटीबॉडी फॉर्म होता है, वो एंटीबॉडी पर्टिकुलर स्पेसिफिक डिजीज कॉजिंग माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म को डिस्ट्रॉय करने के लिए पैदा होता है. द एंटीबॉडी स्टे इन द ब्लड टू फाइट अगेंस्ट ए पॉसिबल अटैक ऑफ पैथोजन. नेक्स्ट, इम्यूनाइजेशन. Immunization is the process by which the body becomes immune or resistant to certain disease. So immunization is a process by which the body becomes more immune or resistant to certain disease. The immunity can be natural or acquired. Immunity natural भी हो सकता है और acquired भी हो सकता है. Usually people consider that the vaccination and the immunization are same, but actually they are different. So normally people consider vaccination and immunization are same. They are both different terms. Immunization is the ability that develops after vaccination. So vaccination is a process to prevent any kind of disease, and it produces immunity. So this process is also known as immunization in a human body to fight against disease, whereas vaccination is the administration of the vaccine through injection. Next, unhealthy habits. It has been observed that often people try smoking or consuming alcohol and other drugs while having fun with friends, but later on it's become a habit for them. All these, as written on their label, also are injurious to health. Tobacco addiction. People use tobacco in different forms. Some people chew it, others use it in betel leaves known as pan. It is also used as a smoke in the form of cigarette, bidis, and hubble bubble. Chewing the tobacco can lead to oral and throat cancer. इसके नीचे दाग लगाना. Chewing of tobacco, it may lead to the oral and throat cancer. Smoking tobacco also result in the high blood pressure, respiratory problems, and in some cases lung cancer also. Alcohol addiction. Alcohol addiction, also known as the alcoholism, is a disease that affects people of the wall of life. जो नॉर्मली हम लोगों का नॉर्मल लाइफ को बिगड़ देता है. Alcoholism is the inability to control drinking due to the both physical and emotional dependence. Alcoholism is a mental situation whereas we can't control our physical and emotional balance. On alcohol, some common alcoholic products are generally consumed by a large group of population. Alcohol retards mental activities and affect the nervous system. So alcohol basically affect our mental activities and nervous system. People driving under the influence of alcohol have more chances to accident because their judgment becomes poor on road due to the less coordination among the body system. Next, drug addiction. A medicine is a drug which is taken by the people for the treatment and cure disease. तो बेसिकली हम लोग जो मेडिसिन लेते हैं वो भी एक तरह का ड्रग ही होता है. All medicines are drugs as they cure us against infection. So basically हर तरीका का जो मेडिसिन हम लोग लेते हैं वो सभी ड्रग है. There are many drugs which are not medicines, are very dangerous for our health. These drugs are heroin, smack, marijuana, cocaine, and opium. The consumption of any one of these drugs can lead to the addiction showing nausea, nervousness, and pain in stomach as the symptoms. So this तरीका का जो ड्रग होते हैं तो ड्रग लेने पे हम लोगों का कोई फिजिकल डिसऑर्डर दिखाई देते हैं. These are the basically nausea, nervousness, pain in stomach as symptoms. Apart from health issues, these drugs also cause social and economical problems to their addicts. So student, I hope all of you understood. So for today, up to this portion.